So today's topic is antimuscarinics, cholinergic antagonist or cholinergic blocking agents. The drugs referred here are also called as parasympatholitics or anticholinergics, but most appropriate term is antimuscarinic or muscarinic receptor antagonists. These drugs dealt here shows antimuscarinic activity but lacks cognizable antinicotinic effects. The drugs which blocks N2 or NN type of receptors are called ganglionic blockers, while those that block synaptic transmission at somatic neuromuscular junction (NMJ) are called neuromuscular blocking agents or skeletal muscle relaxants. Now coming to classification of antimuscarinic agents. Antimuscarinic drugs are classified into three main classes: natural alkaloids, semi-synthetic derivatives, synthetic derivatives. Under natural alkaloids, we have atropine, which is a prototype drug. It is known as plus minus hyoscine. Second drug is scopolamine, which is known as L-hyoscine. Under semisynthetic derivatives, homoatropine, atropine, hyoscine, anisotropine, benztropine, ipratropium bromide, tiotropium bromide, etc. Now, here this list is huge and it is very difficult to remember each and every drug. So we can formulate a mnemonic here. So you have to focus on bold letters. So initially for homoatropine, you have to focus on HO. Now you have to remember atropine completely. Now the initial bold letter HABIT. Now it becomes HO atropine habit. So you have to remember this mnemonic. Then coming to synthetic derivatives, tertiary amines and quaternary derivatives. These are the two types under synthetic derivatives. Under tertiary amines, we have bipyridine, cyclopentolate, eukotropine, telanzapine, oxybutylene, pyrenzapine. So here the formulated mnemonic is bicycle top. Then coming to quaternary derivatives, we have different drugs: propanthelene, methantheline, glycopyrrolate, oxyphenonium, isopropamine, and pipenzolate. So here formulated mnemonic is PM go to India please. Now next is the structure activity relationship of antimuscarinics. There are several ways in which SAR could be considered, but here considering the postulations based upon hyoscine molecule being one of the most active anticholinergic and therefore having optimal arrangements of groups, anticholinergic compounds may be considered chemicals that have similarity to acetylcholine but contain some additional substituents that enhance their binding with the cholinergic receptors. Now here we have a chain of and carbon atom is attached to the chain as well as a quaternary nitrogen is attached. So we have three different substituents A, B and C, where A and B are bulkier groups like cycloalkyl groups or aromatic groups, and C is hydrogen or hydroxyl or carboxamide group. In this prototype, N is separated from a pivotal carbon by chain that may include an ester, ether or hydrocarbon moiety. Then coming to the substituents, first point we'll consider about the substituents A and B. These substituents A and B contains at least one aromatic moiety capable of van der Waals interactions to the receptor surface and other hydrocarbon moiety hydrophobic interactions. Second, substituent C. Substituent C may be hydroxyl or carboxamide to undergo hydrogen bonding interactions with the receptors. Now we'll go for the next point, substituents and its structural effects. So first is cationic head. For a drug to be parasympathomimetic, it must have a cationic head, which may be quaternary compound, but if the drug loses its cationic head, the drug receptor interaction is achieved less than minimal, which results in a decrease of parasympathomimetic property and allow the drug to act as an antagonist because of other binding interactions. Second point is the hydroxyl group. Although not requisite for activity, a suitably placed alcoholic hydroxyl group enhances antimuscarinic properties. It is assumed that the hydroxyl group contributes to the strength of binding, probably by hydrogen bonding to an electron-rich portion of the receptor surface. Third point is the esteratic group. Many of the highly potent antimuscarinic compounds possesses an ester grouping, and this may be contributing feature for effective binding. Then next point is cyclic substitution. Examination of the active compounds reveals that at least one cyclic substituent is necessary feature in almost all anticholinergic molecules. Now heading towards the drugs. So first category is natural alkaloids. Here the first drug is atropine, which is also known as plus minus hyoscyamin. Atropine and scopolamine are naturally occurring alkaloids obtained from Solanaceae family plant. It is obtained from Atropa belladonna. Atropine naturally is L-hyoscine, but it is soon racemized during extraction to a more stabilized racemized form, or plus minus or DL type of hyoscyamin isomer. So this is the structure provided for atropine. Chemically, atropine and scopolamine are organic esters formed by combination of an aromatic acid, tropic acid, and an organic base, which is either tropine or scopine. Structure activity relationship. The structure shows that piperidine ring system in the commonly accepted chair conformation because this form has lowest energy requirements, but the alternate board structure can exist under some conditions. Second point, although the inspection of 3-hydroxytropane reveals that even though there is no optical activity because of plane of symmetry, two stereomeric forms, tropine and pseudotropine, can exist because of the rigidity imparted to the molecule through ethylene chain via 1,5 position. So we have tropine and pseudotropine. Third point, although molecule is available in racemic form, but the potency data of unracemized form reveals that minus hyoscyamin is potent than plus hyoscyamin. The racemate atropine, that is plus minus hyoscyamin, has the intermediate activity. Mode of action: atropine and related drugs compete with acetylcholine or other muscarinic antagonists, other muscarinic agonists for the common binding site on the muscarinic receptors. Atropine binds to M receptors. It blocks all the actions produced by muscarinic receptors, such as release of IP3, ionocetyl triphosphate, from M1 and M3, and it inhibits adenylyl cyclase release from M2 receptors. The muscarinic receptor antagonists are more effective against the exogenously administered choline esters than antagonizing the response obtained after parasympathetic postganglionic nerve stimulation. This is because the acetylcholine during nerve stimulation is released so close to muscarinic receptor that the atropine molecule, being bulky, couldn't effectively intercept between acetylcholine and muscarinic receptors. Therapeutic uses: treatment of motion sickness. This is the first therapeutic use. Whenever body is rotated, its equilibrium is disturbed. Example, during landing and takeoff by an aeroplane or while traveling on a ship, vestibular apparatus sends nauseating signals to vomiting center. Acetylcholine serves as an excitatory neurotransmitter in such emesis. Here, scopolamine is used to block the muscarinic receptor in labyrinth and in vestibular path. Second therapeutic use is in the eyes. When atropine or other antimuscarinic drug instilled into the eye blocks M3 receptor present in the pupillary constrictor muscles and produce mydriasis. Due to this mydriasis, eyes become unresponsive to light, that is loss of light reflex, which is also known as photophobia. Then third is cardiovascular system. Heart. Atropine is used to treat bradycardia. Initially, atropine produces bradycardia, which is transient one, but however, on the further doses of atropine causes progressive tachycardia by blocking vagal effect on M2 receptors on the SA node. Here, you have to remember the mnemonic A goes with B, means atropine is used to treat bradycardia. Then fourth is respiratory tract. This atropine is used to produce bronchodilation without interfering with ciliary clearance. Route of administration can be administered via intramuscular, intravenous, oral, and ophthalmic route with prescribed dosage. Then second drug is scopolamine. Scopolamine is L-hyoscine and it is a natural alkaloid formed by a combination of aromatic acid, tropic acid and a scopine. Mechanism of action. Scopolamine is effective in preventing motion sickness. The action is believed to be on the cortex or the vestibular apparatus. This is the structure for scopolamine or L-hyoscine. The next point, it is semisynthetic antimuscarinics. So first drug under semisynthetic antimuscarinics is homoatropine methyl bromide. It is a 3-alpha hydroxy 8-methyl 1-alpha H 5-alpha H tropanium bromide. So this is the structure of homoatropine methyl bromide. Coming to the therapeutic use, this is used in the treatment of peptic ulcers, gastric ulcers and duodenal ulcers, and may also be used to prevent nausea, vomiting, motion sickness, cycloplegia and also mydriasis. Mode of action. Homoatropine inhibits the muscarinic actions of acetylcholine on structures innervated by postganglionic nerves as well as on smooth muscles that responds to acetylcholine. Depending upon this, antimuscarinic drugs may reduce motility and secretory activity of gastrointestinal system. Route of administration. Administered by oral and ophthalmic route. The next drug is ipratropium bromide. It is a muscarinic antagonist structurally related to atropine but often considered safer and more effective for inhalation use. It is a quaternary ammonium derivative of atropine. This is the structure for ipratropium bromide. Therapeutic use. It is used for the maintenance treatment of bronchospasm associated with chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. Mechanism of action. Atropine is buried in middle ipratropium or ipratropium, so it behaves like atropine, causes bronchodilation and acts on most cells to inhibit chemical mediators. Route of administration. Administered by inhalation in aerosol or by nasal route in solution form. Next point is synthetic antimuscarinic agents, tertiary amine derivatives. First, cyclopentolate hydrochloride. It is a tertiary amine derivative of cyclopentane acetate hydrochloride. This is the structure given for cyclopentolate hydrochloride. Therapeutic use. Used mainly to produce mydriasis and cycloplegia for diagnostic purpose. Mode of action. It blocks muscarinic receptors and produces mydriasis, that is, the dilation of pupil. Cyclopentolate has one half of the antispasmodic activity of atropine. Route of administration. It is administered by ophthalmic route. Then second class is quaternary ammonium compound. The drug here is propanthelene bromide. So this is the structure given for propanthelene bromide. Mode of action. It is a potent anticholinergic agent and acts on receptors of sympathetic and parasympathetic system. Therapeutic use. It is used in treatment of gastritis and peptic ulcers. So today we have completed our point or the topic antimuscarinics. Thank you.